Studiopolis. Well, we can find the rest of the emeralds around here. There should be enough special stage rings in this area for us to pick up. And it should be a lot easier to get to them, at least to this one in particular, because you can simply glide over the obstacles. You're too late, Knuckles. I already took this special stage. Damn you, Knuckles. This mode is kinda weird, but I can't really say anything bad about it so far. It hasn't fucked me over yet. But it really does make you wonder if you've had too much to drink lately, cause you're seeing double. You might be in trouble. And now if you stand in a very specific spot between that that helix formation, you can pick up both sides at the same time. But I can't quite pinpoint that magic pixel. It's quite precise. And I'm pretty sure once you figure it out, you can get it done pretty easily. I also noticed that when you're jumping a lot, you will slow down a bit. And that actually is supposed to be like that, because jumping is meant to be like an easier way to steer. Oh! It was bound to happen. Methinks. But hey, I'm still fine, so let's keep at it. That's a little too close for comfort. Here we go. Gotcha, bitch. Not even the bombs can protect you now. Man, I'm looking at the Audacity's Diskspace remaining counter, and the minutes are draining by the seconds. Shit! I don't think it's supposed to be like that, guys. Man, I love the music in this place. It's fucking great. Wait a minute. Wrong way, Knuckles. Fucking idiot. These neon signs, or well, not neon in particular, but just let's just call them like that for now, because I have no better word for it. Those signs are pretty funny. Some of them say great things like great or awesome. Others will say a few more things like to be this great takes ages. The signs compliment you to no end, but is that really necessary? One might ask. Of course, stroke your ego like crazy. To be this good takes ages. Hell yeah. You know it. I also like this van. It just makes no sense, but it doesn't have to. Beam me through television. It'll make me go through places faster. How do you get those rings, I wonder? I bet you gotta take some kind of a ridiculous ramp or something. Well, anyway, this is the last special stage, and as such, we are going to beat it right now. And I swear, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna be pissed. Though it shouldn't happen. Despite being the last of the special stages, I feel that this isn't the hardest of the special stages, which is a little odd considering that the tradition has always been last stage is the hardest. At the same time, I am glad that the tradition is being broken! Oh! Fuck! I shouldn't have jumped there. Damn! Fuck you, Knuckles. You piece of shit. Damn, I really shouldn't have jumped there. If I didn't jump, I would have gotten out of there just fine. Luckily, I can still find a special stage ring. There should be one pretty close by, just before the boss fight, actually. I know how the area looks like when you get there, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it. It's kinda difficult, because you go pretty fast through that spot. It can be a little tricky to jump in there and pick up your special stage ring. Also, it depends on where exactly you are in the stage, like me, and you just might not even get the chance. That's okay though, we only need one, so if we're not gonna pick it up here, we'll pick it up somewhere else. So now that they're here at this stage, we can now show off the capabilities of Knuckles in dealing with these rockets, which is gliding, of course. No longer do we have to worry about the bullshit slopes fucking us over with rockets. We can simply glide over them. Hey, that train has CPU written on it. Cool reference, bruh. But yeah, if you're worried about hitting these rockets while going up slopes, simply glide. Glide at the top of your jump and you'll be just fine. As you can see, I am avoiding hits like a professional, which is exactly what I want. Club spin. I've seen that somewhere before, but I can't remember where it's been. Is that a Streets of Rage reference? I think it is. I know Pink Bot is a Streets of Rage reference. That was from the first game, which I believe is it's just a sign that actually said Pink Pot rather than Pink Bot. But you know, they changed it to be more relevant. I could smack the shit out of him right about now, but I'm not able to reach him for some reason. Meanwhile, the heavy cop is like, why can't I hold all these missiles? And the poor pilot has sacrificed himself for the greater good. Where did I go? Oh, never mind. I thought I flew the fuck out the way. No, it was the clone who flew out the way. Sometimes if you're too close to that helicopter, you're gonna fly quite a bit. To the point where it can take a few minutes for the camera to catch up at a slow pace. So it's a good idea at the end of that stage to be at the edge of the screen to avoid that little problem. Can I go up here? Nope. Okay. Good to know. I wanna go there. Oh, never mind. I guess I don't go there. I guess that was just intended to send you launching through here. Every stage has special rings. However, finding them is no simple task, as one would expect. But with Knuckles, this really shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you can just climb to places. He don't give no fuck. And it's here! Applause, ladies and gentlemen, we found it. Now the question is, what can we do with it? You know, I'd like to ask, is the timer determined by how many rings you have when you enter the stage, or is it just predefined? Because I feel like before I had a few less rings when I entered this stage the first time around, and as such I had a smaller timer. Does that have any impact, or am I just imagining things? I'd love to know the answer to that. Until then, let's try not to fuck up. Dude, if at this rate I might even get a fucking 1-up or a continue if you get anything for having 100 rings in here. But the timer is very nice, so we have nothing to worry about. And gotcha, bitch. You know, the first time when I got to this stage and I hit that blue box, the blue sphere box, I thought that the idea behind that box is that it launches you right into the UFO, because I didn't realize that I was just close enough to get the UFO right after hitting it. So when I hit the box, it didn't actually give me the spheres like it's supposed to. Instead, it just finished the stage for me. Oh, these letterboxes say Genesis does. A good old reference to that incredibly cheesy commercial that was running back in the days, which Eastern Europeans of course never got to see, because nothing fun happens in Eastern Europe. Which makes me remember, actually, yesterday I saw on Twitter some random Lithuanian account just retweet an article from Kotaku of all places saying that the Lithuanian gaming scene has been going strong for a long time. And it really prompted me to ask a very important question. What fucking gaming scene? I don't know where the fuck they came from, but the only gaming scene that there could possibly be is in the big cities. Big two cities. Which is the capital and the ex-capital. That would be Vilnius and Kaunas. And, well, I guess there was some kind of a gaming scene at the time, and still is. I wouldn't know anything about it. I don't live there. And as such, I can't say anything in regards to it. But I do know one thing, there was no such thing as a gaming scene here and anywhere else where I've been. Because, where I've been, people mocked anyone who spent any amount of time on video games that wasn't a 5-year-old. Simply because they thought it was just a thing for little kids. Yeah, well, in that case, I can just say, oh, but football is the same thing then, isn't it? It's also for little kids. It doesn't mean anything, though. That's a shitty argument. Just because kids love to do something, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a kids only thing. Like video games, or football, or basketball, for example. And yet football and basketball and other sports games like that get an easy pass. Nobody cares if anyone of any age plays that stuff. But if it's video games, suddenly it's a whole different deal. What's different? It's still a game. The only difference is that you're playing it at a computer and you don't move as much. What, because of that it's somehow not a kid's thing anymore? I don't see how that's a thing. I think that's a bullshit excuse and that's about it. As you can see, this boss fight takes a considerably longer amount of time than you're playing as Knuckles, because he simply can't cheese the boss, he can't jump that high. Not that it means anything, it's still relatively simple. Knuckles and Knuckles got through Act 2. Cool bonus is maxed. If you don't get hit at all and never die, that cool bonus is maxed out. Breaking news, the flying battery returns. You know, it really wouldn't be out of place if that thing said, breaking news, smug Pac-Man breaks out of prison. I should Photoshop that actually, now that I think about it. That's a good idea. I should have thought about this earlier. See you later, Knuckles. Hey, look at that! Bon new! I approve! Hey! Bitch! Get down there! So the electric shield isn't exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something more fireproof. Hell yeah! That's more like it. So now that we're in this place, is it safe to say that it's gonna be a bit more challenging and that you gotta be more careful? Nope. Fuck that shit. Being more careful in a Sonic game? What are you, stupid? Don't you know that this is a game where you go fast? Ay 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 ay. That'll never get old to make fun of. I just don't understand where people come from when they so feverishly defend the idea that this game is about going fast, when it's not true. At least not to the degree that they make it out to be. No, I will always believe it. What it really is for is that you are meant to go fast when you do well at the game, when you're good at the game. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to go like that. Oh, damn, that was close. I nearly stabbed myself in the foot. I'm not going there. Why the hell I'm doing that? I'm tougher than the rest of them, the best of them. Oh! And unlike Sonic, I don't get hit by fucking chain balls. Because I'm a cheating bastard. I do love the more upbeat variant of this zone's theme, because it really sounds great. As it damn should. This is a flying battery after all. And here's the boss. This time around we don't have a double jump, even if our shield. But... oh wait, we cannot climb walls! Shit! These walls are knuckles proof! Well, this time around we're gonna need to actually do this legit. Unfortunately, Knuckles' gimp jump is not doing us favors. Now, in case you're getting stuck here and not doing this legitimately, which is a very simple method, you just need to bounce off of reanimated enemies to hit this magnet. You can always resort to super forms, or you can simply wait until the crusher is well, close enough to the point that you can just simply jump into the magnet. My recommendation is not to tarry for too long, because you will die. So I wouldn't exactly know how that happens. I never died here. Hey, wait a minute! Bastard. You shouldn't be able to do that. Well, anyway, welcome back to Flying Battery Zone Act 2. Here's what I say to you. Oh! You are a bitch. There's a lot of trash in this place, isn't it? Isn't there? Yeah. My grammar will eventually kick in, I swear. Though I can't promise anything. Now I wonder. No, I don't think I can do that. I'm afraid we'll have to do this legit. If I was playing as Tails I could, but that's a different story altogether. Yeah, I kinda want that. Get off the damn hooks. Oh! Motherfucker! My cool bonus! Damn rat making me uncool! Staying around here without any cover is not a smart move because the wind is strong. It will push you into obstacles, enemies and projectiles if you wait around for too long. So make sure not to tarry. Getting off this place though is a little tricky when you start going super fast, because you can't exactly control your speed now, can you? Well, you can, but not to a degree that's controllable. Oh shit. That doesn't look legit. I can't bullshit through this wall. As you can see, the combined ring is doing me some favors. I got all my rings back. Or at least most of them. It's all because I was able to keep them in nice big chunky rings rather than shitty small ones. Very helpful when you want to keep your prized possessions intact. So if you have a lot of rings, that's not gonna help you much. Though I have learned an interesting thing. If you have at least 100 rings and you have a combined ring as well, if you get hit and pick up all of those 100 rings again, you will get another one from the same rings. So if you know some way to abuse that to your advantage, you could probably farm the shit out of them for lives. And that is simply beautiful.